You know what everyone needed? They needed a burger. They needed a happy clown that would cheer them up. So they gave Australia McDonald's Island.
Totally nonsense on Nonsense News Nation. Totally.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
You're a goofy goober, yeah.
We're all goofy goobers.
Goofy goober.
Goofy.
You didn't come to hear about SpongeBob. You came because you like Nonsense News Nation. You like me. You like Scott. You like our nonsense. So welcome, boys and girls, kids and cadets. I'm your host, Baron Brandon Scott Ellis, Hebrew name Shmuel Melech, with your boy, Lord Scott Honickman, who is still yet to reveal his Hebrew name to the world. He's reviewed his Spanish name, his Italian name, his Scottish name, his Elvish name, but he has not yet revealed his Hebrew name.
I don't remember it. I really don't. Welcome back, everybody. We haven't done one of these in a while. But we're happy to be back again. It seems like every time we come back, we say we're happy to be back. It's because we're happy to be back. That's why.
Well, Scott, you're happy because now you work for Disney. Every time he drives to work, he sees this giant mural of Goofy on a bus.
That's right.
In the windows, you see the shadows of other characters. You don't see them. You just see their shadows.
Every day I drive to work, I see that on the highway. And I always say something to myself when I see it. Gosh, I'm going to drive us off a cliff, Mickey. If I can't have Minnie, nobody can.
Scott, you're really into working for evil franchises and evil corporations. So you're going to love it when I talk about today's topic. Now, last show we alluded to our overlord, our Lord and Savior, McDonald's. There's an island down by Australia called McDonald Island. And we did our best to relate that to McDonald's, the evil corporation with the crazy killer posse clown Ronald McDonald. I want to continue that. I feel like we scratched the surface. We scratched the surface of the frying pan of this glorious state known as McDonald Island. I want to look into everything McDonald Island. I want to give you facts. And I want to make a game, Scott. I want to see how we can relate every fact that I utter and how we can relate that to McDonald's. Every fact needs to be related. Can you do that for me?
Let's turn the stones like they turn the burgers on the grill.
See, you're already doing it. I love it. So I'm going to go. I have this article right here from, what was it? CSIRO Scope. This is what
never heard of it.
I don't know. I've never heard of it either. But after this, maybe you'll get more attention. So just from looking at pictures of McDonald Island, it seems very cold. There's like a big giant iceberg, like a big ice mountain. There's a bunch of penguins. Not the image you get at McDonald's. Maybe for Happy Feet when they had a kids meal. Happy Meal advertising, Happy Feet. Maybe McDonald's looks like this, but McDonald Island always looks like this. So without further ado, let me read to you this article. So where are Heard Island and McDonald Islands? I've never heard of Heard Island. It's another funny name.
Oh my God.
Heard Island.
Heard Island?
I guess it's right by Heard Island.
Wait, is it called? It's probably called Heard Island because that's where they get the herd of cattle from for their burgers.
No, it's Heard as in HEARD.
That's how they disguise the.
Have you heard about the new McDonald's Whopper? I mean, Big Mac.
Apparently, you haven't.
So let me describe this fact. So the remote islands are situated 4,000 kilometers southwest of Perth, the southern Indian Ocean.
That's Australia.
Perth is Australia. It's just a funny name, Perth. It's like, oh my God, I lost my Perth. Someone with a lisp saying purse.
If Daffy Duck lost his purse.
I'm off my Perth. It's in the southern Indian Ocean and about 2,000 kilometers north of Australia's base at Davis Station in Antarctica. Can we relate this to McDonald's? Yes, we can. That was a rhetorical question. So, Davis Station.
So, Davis Station sounds like devastation. And what's devastating is the amount of animals that have died so people can eat McDonald's crappy food.
I was gonna play it simple and say devastation is in how the bathrooms are at McDonald's. So, okay,
if you eat a McRib.
When were they discovered? When was McDonald's Island discovered? The islands were discovered in the mid-1850s. Funny enough, McDonald's was also founded in 1850 by an American sailor, John Hurd. Wait, so this is John Hurd?
That's not true.
No, okay. So not long after, in 1854, William McDonald discovered the second largest island, then reported the discovery and also promptly named the island after himself. He didn't name it after himself. He named it out after a burger.
Yeah, in 1856, McDonald's burgers had already been around for 500 years.
It's been around since ancient Egypt. In the 1880s, sealers moved to the
Sealanders?
No, it's sealers. Moved to the island and almost wiped out the seal colony. Oh, they're called sealers because they kill seals for their meat and make burgers out of it. You ever notice the making of chicken nuggets and how weird it is at McDonald's and it's all pink and stuff? That's seal blubber.
I try not to think about how the nuggets are made. I don't eat McDonald's nuggets, but I eat Wendy's nuggets, and I'm sure Wendy's nuggets are made kind of the same way. With seals, I hope not. Seal blubber, I heard, is very, very insulating. And probably hard to digest.
So is any food at McDonald's. It's going to insulate
Salt.
your arteries. So, when did McDonald Island become part of Australia? I know in Australia McDonald's is a thing, so let's see how accurate this is. Britain formally claimed Hurd Island and McDonald Islands in 1910 and transferred them to Australia in 1947, soon after the Holocaust.
Is there any correlation?
Yeah, of course. Everyone was miserable after the Holocaust, and after World War II, it sucked. People died, anti-Semitism was rampant, and you know what everyone needed? They needed a burger. They needed a happy clown that would cheer them up. So they gave Australia McDonald's Island. And it solved the problem of the Holocaust.
But they didn't let any people who were Jewish go there to live there. No. Just like every other country.
They'd rather have crazy exotic animals that ruin their ecosystem, like giant toads and lizards roam rampant over a human that was defiled by another country. I want you to think
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know how Australia has these like imported animals?
Oh.
So they have that. They open that with welcome arms, but like a person that would not do any harm to the country that was totally abused by Germany? Nah. But we do have McDonald Island now.
Imagine instead of you working at a nature preserve in America, you work at one in Australia, the kind of crazy large animals you'd have to deal with.
I'd probably end up like Steve Irwin. Happy for a while, and then just eventually dead.
Happy like a meal.
Happy like a meal, like a happy meal. How big are the main islands? Okay, well, I don't know about Hurd Island. Big Ben has erupted several times over the past 2 decades.
That's the name of a volcano there?
We have a friend named Ben. He's not particularly big. I just find it funny. He's erupted. Is that like a sexual thing? Erupted several times over the past 2 decades. Is he have a disorder where it's hard for him to erupt?
Brandon, which volcano is getting the best head? I think it's Big Ben because he erupted.
So McDonald Island lies 43.5 kilometers due west of Heard Island, which is irrelevant. We don't care about Heard Island. We care about McDonald Island. And is the major island in the McDonald Islands group. It's like it's talking about the McDonald Island Corporation, the McDonald Islands group.
If you remember in our Sealand podcast, I talked about how, I don't know, maybe 1,000 miles west of McDonald's Islands is an island called Sandwich Islands. So that's also a fact. That's pretty funny.
So it says the McDonald Islands are so volcanically active, they have doubled in area since 1980. My question is, why is McDonald Island such a volcanoly place, and yet I see penguins in these pictures? Penguins don't live by volcanoes.
I think you're being lied to in this article.
There's so many penguins. Every picture I see a penguin. It's like
this is where they filmed Penguins of Madagascar on McDonald's Island.
So this will answer my question, this next question. Does anyone live there? It's one of the most remote places on Earth.
I don't think so,
windy. Just like if you go to any McDonald's. So it's great for penguins, seabirds, and seals, but not that great a place for people to live. The volcanoes are just big fryers that are frying the French fries.
That's right. This is where all of McDonald's food comes from. All of the food is cooked on McDonald's Island, and all the food is all the animals come from Heard Island. Cattle, chicken, pork.
They herd them up and put them to McDonald's Island where they fry them.
You know Kazuya from Tekken when he throws all the characters into the volcano or into fire? That's what they do to the animals on McDonald's Island.
McDonald's hat on him as he throws these penguins.
Little chef's hat. Yeah, there's penguins and seals too, apparently, is what they use to make the nuggets.
They need to make a sequel to March of the Penguins, sponsored by McDonald's. They need to get Morgan Freeman back, and he needs to narrate this new McDonald Island adventure. It's going to be a lot more action-packed with a lot more explosions, literally from the Big Ben eruptions. And as he's narrating, he's going to slowly chomp on McDonald's. And
that would be...
He's just eating... Imagine he's eating some fries. And the penguins are running. And that one didn't make it. Okay.
He's going to...
But the bellies are scorching hot. Man, these fries are delicious.
Probably because they're made of penguins. And become...
There's a feather in my French fries. That explains a lot.
He spits it out. Oh, that must have been from the penguins. I can't do Morgan Freeman. I can't.
I'll do it for you. I'm Morgan Freeman. How you doing?
He kind of sounds like Snape.
We're gonna Harry, you're going to go to McDonald Island and cause a volcano. That will kill all the penguins. But Snape, Professor, I don't want to. You have to do it, Harry. Or you're expelled from Hogwarts. I'll kill Dumbledore. I'll do it.
This is where your last dark magic lesson will take place. On McDonald's Island. You must conjure up 1/8 cup of Big Ben eruption. We must add it to the cauldron.
Big Ben.
Yeah, I'm going to call Ben Big Ben from now on. Whatever he says, he has
eruptions. Big Ben, how frequent are your volcanic eruptions? Are they?
What?
Is it fully hot? Is it fully coming out? Is it a liquidy eruption?
Is it more? What's the color? Is it like lava red, or perhaps a cloud white?
Oh, so that was McDonald Island. And the last question is, can anyone visit HIMI, which I assume is Herd Island, McDonald Island, but that sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. Big Ben. HIMI. So being World Heritage listed and located within an IUCN 1A strict nature reserve, Herd Island and McDonald Islands are strictly protected by the McDonald's Corporation, obviously. It's a difficult place to get to. Unless you're a cow, then they slaughter you there. And anyone wishing to visit the islands must first obtain a permit from the Australian Antarctic Division, also known as the Ronald McDonald Foundation. You can find out more about how access and activities are managed on the island in the Hmi Management Plan, which I have here.
What activities go on McDonald's Island? Like ultimate frisbee games?
They have a jungle gym. You know, like those play pits at McDonald's? The giant play pit under the volcano. And if
under the volcano.
If you dare go on the slide, you fall into the lava. So I see...
This is how they trick cattle.
I'm looking at the picture. There's a big snowy mountain. A bunch of really fat seals. Just lying down in a pile right now.
Of course they're fat. They fatten them up before they kill them for blubber, for their nuggets.
It's like they're sacrifices for Big Ben. They're all lined up.
Big Ben is hungry. He needs to erupt. You must give him fat seals. There's
one seal just squinting. And it's like he can't fully see because the heat is so strong. It's blinding.
Brandon, did you know that
from the volcano? They're about to get it. He's the one.
Can you send me that?
He's the one seal conscious right now.
I kind of want to see that.
He's about to be obliterated by Big Ben the volcano. I think it's pretty funny. So they're elephant seals. Lays on the beach in front of Herd Island volcano. Big Ben. Oh, that's Scott. Big Ben's not even on McDonald Island. It's Herd Island. I guess that's where they put their herds, sacrifice them to Big Ben, and once they're all cooked and delicious, they bring them to McDonald Island.
Where they distribute them to the rest of the world. First they go to... That's why McDonald's Island is... Wait, is Herd Island also owned by Australia?
Yeah.
Okay, see, Australia... I understand it now, Brandon. McDonald's headquarters is in Australia because of tax laws. And so they make all their food on McDonald's Island. Therefore, they don't have to pay any taxes.
That explains Ronald McDonald's original very thick Australian accent.
Yeah, he covered it up.
So, Scott, I sent you a picture of the seals. That's pretty much our coverage for McDonald's Island.
These seals are so fat. They're just hanging out.
And when you don't have cows at your island, you got to improvise.
Is there anything else we need to say about McDonald's Island? McDonald's Island.
Just that it's probably not going to be fast food there. It's not going to be like a normal McDonald's where you can get your food in 5 minutes from going to the parking lot. Getting there is going to be a hassle. You're probably going to have to make your own food. You probably have to go to Herd Island, get the fattest seal, then lubber that all the way to McDonald Island, then enjoy a nice meal. It's going to take some time. But the thing about McDonald Island compared to any other McDonald's is the food is so rich and authentic. It's fresh.
That's right.
Have you ever had fresh McDonald's? No, because you've never been to McDonald Island. So if you want the best experience, not the fastest experience, but the best experience, you need to go to McDonald Island. And that's
I second that.
So I'm starving, so we're going to end this. Scott, it was a pleasure, and thank you for listening. We're on Spotify, Anchor, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, and a bunch of other places. If you want to contact us personally and tell us your route to getting to McDonald Island in the fastest manner possible, because we need to know so we can make it fast food like other McDonald's, you can contact us personally at nonsensenewsradio@gmail.com. That is nonsensenewsradio@gmail.com. Once again, I've been Baron Brandon Scott Ellis.
I'm Lord Scott Honickman, and we will see you next time whenever that is. We don't know when that's going to be, but we all love and appreciate you.
Peace and love. Hmi Libertas and all that.
Hmi Libertas.